How y'all doing? I hope everybody's doing great. And welcome to my channel, Last Chance Kent. That's me. And the reason why I named it Last Chance Kent because this is my last chance doing this. This is my last chance, pursuing the content creation, social media, more specifically YouTube as a career, goal. Because this is my third channel. For those who don't know, I've made a previous video about it. This is my third channel, and I've made two previous channels with no success at all, and it's very discouraging. But then I really do love this. I really do love creating, but at some point you have to come to some realization that this is just not going to work out for you. So I decided to give it one more go, and third time's a charms, as they say, and I'm here. Yeah, but let me give you a little backstory why I even decided to do YouTube. 2008 is when I first made my first channel. I know, a long time ago, a super long time ago. And at the time I just really loved YouTube for like music videos, watching my favorite OG creators and stuff like that, skits, all that good stuff. And it wasn't until about 2020 I decided to start dip my toes in the content creation space. And the reason why is because before that, I was working numerous jobs, and I didn't really like how my livelihood was in the hands of somebody else who didn't really care about me, who didn't really care to know me as a person, who didn't really, made me feel like I was expendable at any given moment if I didn't play the right game. And life is a game, you have to go out into the world and you have to put on a mask essentially. Who you portray yourself to the world is not, who you are when you're by yourself. I realized that I wasn't really meant to play the game. So I decided to hop in the content creation space and just try to build my own thing, my own platform, my own value, my own monetize, and just control over my own livelihood, control over my time, control over my life. Because essentially what I was doing is just renting my life to companies in exchange for money that's not even life-changing, and to be miserable every single day and knowing that the rug could be pulled from under my feet at any given moment. So I decided to take a chance. I decided to risk it and bet on myself, and I decided to take a chance. And that was 6 years ago. 6 years later, I'm still in the same position. Nothing extraordinary has really happened. And yeah, I'm just at the crossroads, like, is this even worth it? Is this even worth my time to continue what I'm doing? Should I just come to terms with this is one of the things that comes with being an adult, is just doing things you don't like just for the means of survival. I'm coming to terms, like, is that what I need to do? And I don't necessarily want to do that, but then it feels like that's what I have to do. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna give it one more try, one more chance, and we're gonna see what happens here. So that was mainly my goal. And plus, I've always been a creative. If you guys feel free to check out my other channels, I've always done pretty much everything, like from comedy, skits, motivational, encouragement, philosophical, all that stuff. Like, I've pretty much done. I've been on YouTube and social media for a very long time. But I'm getting older. I'm 31. I put a lot of stuff on the back burner because I didn't want to set me back from chasing what I wanted to achieve, the goals I wanted. And I missed out on a lot of things in life because I was chasing something I felt like was possible. In a way, I do feel like it's still possible, but not as much as I used to. And I know that it takes a lot of luck. And I just decided to give it one more try. You know, I feel like a fresh start would be good. You know, a fresh start, maybe a niche, maybe a niche I could stick to, and you know, just building a community. Yeah, but I'm not really sure, but where I want to go with this channel. But I do know I just want everything to be genuine. The support, the love, everything to be genuine. I want to just start over because I feel like those 6 years I put in before, it's not really me starting over because I've learned a lot of skills and learned a lot of input when it comes to doing social media. And yeah, I just want to, just use what I learned and just see if it makes a difference and going forward. I just don't want nobody to control my livelihood. I just don't want nobody to determine whether I'm good enough to receive a paycheck because they deem so. You know, my life, most of us, majority of us, our lives are in the hands of somebody else who don't really care about us, and that's a problem. At least to me, that's a problem. So I feel like a lot of people should take a risk on themselves and just bet on themselves to do something great, with their talents, their skills, and be able to build their own income. Now, I'm not saying I'm doing this solely for money. It's not about the money 100% because I've been doing this for 6 years and I've never received anything from it. Making content has helped me with a lot. Depression, anxiety, build my confidence. It made me know that I'm capable of doing stuff I didn't know I was capable of doing. So I love doing this. But yeah, I just wanted my life back. I just wanted to own my life. I didn't want to rent my life out to these corporations for peanuts. At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with working a job, but I just wanted some type of control. I just needed some type of control over my own life. But when you're working these jobs, you gotta have like some sort of backup plan, some sort of the idea of you using this as a stepping stool to get to our next level. Because at the end of the day, you have no ownership in the company. You're not the boss, the CEO. Your time varies, on your actions and how the boss feels. And there's sometimes there's nothing you could do about it. Sometimes you didn't even do anything. It's just nothing you could do about it. And that's the unfortunate part about it. So I just felt like I need to put my life in my own hands. I've just got so discouraged of applying for jobs and nobody responding or reaching out back to me and stuff like that. And I started to feel down about myself, like, am I the problem? Like, why? Then I was like, you know what, I just need to create my own thing because I'm putting my self-esteem on someone who doesn't know me, probably doesn't care about me, and I'm putting my self-esteem on whether they accept me or not. And it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. A lot of people get rejected every single day from job applications, and they feel like they're the problem or they're not good enough. Nobody's giving me a chance. I understand that. And that's why I'm such a big advocate of scaling your own life. And it's not easy. It's difficult. It's very difficult to scale your own life from nothing to something. It's very difficult. That's why so many people are the option to just work a 9 to 5 where they scale your life for you. All you have to do is just show up and do your tasks and go home. At least that's what they make it seem like. But it is a lot of things that go into play. Yeah, I just want my life. I just want to enjoy my life. I just want to enjoy my life. But I want to enjoy my life doing what I enjoy doing. And I really, really love doing this. I really, really love doing this. But yeah, so I'm here, my third channel, third time's a charm. Like I said, I'm not too sure, where I'm going with this or what I'm doing with this or the direction I'm going, because I don't want to do the same thing I was doing before because, those didn't work out. So this if I did that, continue that over, this probably wouldn't work out either. So I'm trying to be, mindful of what I could do to, But like I said, I appreciate everybody coming along. I've seen, the support, the love, because I was at a point in my life, well, I'm still at this point where I didn't feel like I was good enough. I felt down about myself. I felt like I wanted to hide from the world because I bet everything on myself and I failed. And now I gotta face the world with that failure all over my face. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, especially someone in your 30s who's supposed to have it all figured out. It's embarrassing. But, you don't really fail unless you quit. So I'm gonna just give it another shot. Hopefully things work out. Hopefully I can look back and be like, I'm so glad I stuck it out. I'm so glad I stuck it out. I'm so glad I kept going because look now. So thank y'all. I just want to say I appreciate y'all for everything. Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for rocking with me. And yeah, let's keep it going. Thank you.